Hello everyone and welcome to game 2 of round 1, and fingers are still crossed that things do not break. So we have OBOY on the survivor side this time against Ultra playing the Cenobite for team 6. We have Dimeout, Hitboxes, Obi, and Nico. Oh no. We talked about it in the pre-show. Ultra finding that lament configuration, able to start that chain hunt, and this is how you get a snowball going on this killer. We do see the Scourge Hook, Pain, Resonance, along with the Hex Ruin, Hex Noed. And we hear a survivor getting hit by chain after chain after chain. I believe that is Hitboxes. The survivors need to find this lament configuration quickly if they want to be able to do something. And Ultra sees the scratch marks, finds a survivor. Believe that this could be Dimeout getting hit with the chains after chain after chain after chain. And Dimeout doesn't get any movement speed boost really, because he got hit. Oh my god, there's so many chains going on over here. I just hear chains spawning and breaking and spawning and breaking. But Dimeout should be going down here, and that is going to be a very quick first hook of the game. No generators completed. Corrupt not even gone yet. And we do see Ultra heading towards the middle of the map, passing some other hooks. That makes me think this is the Scourge Hook. And that is the Scourge Hook. We do two survivors screaming. Ultra tries to get the chain up onto the high ground, doesn't quite get it. Ultra, take 2, doesn't quite get it once again. Do we see a third attempt? Yes, we do. And it still doesn't work. Ultra, I hate to say it, but I think you're just gonna have to go up there and get them down yourself. This isn't working. All right, 5th time's the charm. 5th time's the charm. All right, we do see some survivors dropping down. We do have Hitboxes with the bounce landing. Drops that pallet. And we do have Nico here as well. 2 generators completed. They're trying to get the survivor before 2nd stage. And Ultra manages to block the hook. We do see Hitboxes getting hit with the chain, now put into that mending status effect. So Dimeout goes 2nd stage for nothing, except for 2 more injures onto the survivors. Things aren't looking too good for the survivors of OBOY at the moment. They really need to get Dimeout off the hook. Hitboxes solving that lament configuration means he isn't here for the double save. And we see the only healthy survivor on that gen over there. They might just let Dimeout go. And Dimeout missed a skill check there, it seems like. And then he's dead, unfortunately. Which means if you're OBOY, you can't let another survivor get hooked. If another survivor gets hooked, you lose the game. And Nico goes down. Let's hope that there's someone waiting around for the pallet save. There was. Hitboxes was here for the save. Drops the pallet, vaults over, it goes down. And this looks like it's going to be a very quick round, or very quick game, I should say. And with this hook onto Hitboxes, 6 have won. Now the real question is, what does the score turn out to be? because obviously we are going to play this out anyway. It's a pre-recorded match. But even if it wasn't pre-recorded, they would play it out anyway. So you have 2 survivors on the hook, and you know where the last one is. I'm tempted to just look, because this is a recording in like Google Drive. I'm tempted to like mouse over and see how long we have left. But I imagine we do not have long until OB is dead. But Ultra decides, yeah, I mean, he knows where that last survivor is, but he decides he wants to play it safe. He's playing on the high ground, playing in an area where OB would have to pass through his line of sight in order to do anything. So just by existing right here at this moment, OB cannot do anything. So it looks like it is just going to be a very nice 2 camps, 2 kills for Ultra. Ultra doing some scouting with that chain. Not something we see a whole lot of in DBDLeague. There is the chain hunt. Means OB is going to be constantly pestered by those chains. Hitboxes is dead. I imagine Nico is going to start failing some skill checks trying to die as well. If I'm OB, I'm honestly probably just hiding by one of these doors waiting to make an endgame play. But with all the chains going off, you're going to have a hard time doing that. Nico is now dead. Was that OB I saw just there? That's gonna be the hatch getting closed, no one coming into effect. All Ultra has to do is find OB, and that will be it. There's OB on the door, but it is too little, too late. OB trying to make a run for anything, gets hit with the chain. This is just going to be a very quick down with the no-ed. And that is going to be a very nice 4K as well. Oh, the lament configuration right here, just to add insult to injury. And that is round 1 going in favor of Team 6 with a final score of 11-47. That is a dominant start for Team 6. Yeah, that is a dominant start for Team 6. Able to get so much done. 11-47. That is the kind of performance that you would expect from 2 teams where there is a definite skill gap between the 2. So if you're OBOY going into this nurse round, you have to be a little nervous. Granted, this nurse pick is your pick, so you could very easily come back from it. But you have to be a little nervous. You just got rolled in round 1. You need to do something to get yourself back in the game for round 2. And we will see what that is right after the break. And we are back with game 1 of round 2. Never had playing the nurse for Team 6 against the survivors of OBOY. Look like they're going with the same survivor lineup. And we did just see a survivor in the main building. Never had, though, not too concerned. Instead, wants to find a survivor who might be working on a generator. That survivor in the main building isn't doing anything, not working on gens. So that survivor doesn't particularly matter. Never had, just trying to find a survivor blinking around the map into the open. Gonna check on their hex totem. This is the ruin. We do see the ruin pop the Natophobia and corrupt, and a very nice hit onto Daimao. I wonder if Daimao was watching and knows there's a ruin there now. Okay, that's not okay. That is not okay. Never had with an amazing first chase. 1 minute into the game and a survivor is on this hook. That's not enough time to have done a gen. If Never Had knows where these gens are being done, they could stop with that pop, with the ruin, force them off. We do see scratch marks over here on this part of the map, but Never Had opts not to chase. Instead, gonna look to possibly find a survivor who was working on going in for the save. We do see hitboxes with the flashlight, goes for a very quick click, realizes not going to get anything there. Never Had now holding that blink, blinks into the rock, make sure that no one can get this on hook. And we hear the survivor, we hear hitboxes on that ruin, and uses the movement speed to get the hit. Or no, that was Nico who came in for the save. Hitboxes was just a distraction, but it doesn't matter. Daimao gets hit with the borrowed time probably towards the very end of that borrowed time, but this is Never Had we're talking about. Your borrowed time doesn't matter. With 2 more blinks that Never Had would have liked, that is another down. Ruin is gone, but you get a hook, so you get that pop Twisted Weasel back up and able to use. Hitboxes is fully healed. Daimao in second stage. 1 generator did get completed during all of that. And right now, Never Had is just blinking around, trying to find some people. We are going to use the pop Twisted Weasel on this generator, make sure it regresses. And we're going to once again be chasing Nico, trying to get something done here. We know Nico has that borrowed time, so that means looks like we're gonna have a 1-for-1. Not even a 1-for-1. Nico doesn't make it to the hook. Excuse me. Wow. Looks like Never Had is sending out invites to the basement party. We have 2 survivors in the basement. Daimao is going to be dead. Nico on that first hook. This is a really good start for Never Had. It's up to the Obi and hitboxes to make something happen. Even if that something is just finishing as many generators as humanly possible before you all die. You did just hear survivor running away. This is Obi being chased on the David. And this is Never Had we're talking about. 2 more blinks and Obi should be dead. But I don't know if Never Had is going for it. Yeah, Never Had is going to leave the chase. Another generator gets popped. That's 2 more points for OBOY. And when you're looking at the current state of the game, those 2 more points feel really nice. Nico ends up going into that second stage. And have the scratch marks. Do we have a survivor here? I believe this is hitboxes. There was no blood on the ground. Never Had doing a really good job of forcing survivors off of the basement and away from the basement. We did see another survivor there in our little spin around, but I don't think Never Had saw that survivor. There is hitboxes right now. Gonna take the hit. Now both of your last 2 survivors are injured. Nico is about to die. Hitboxes predicts Never Had goes around the boxes, and that is not the case. And Nico is dead. Hitboxes on the ground. Obi is injured. Things are looking dire for OBOY. I don't really know what to say right now. We could just sit in the tension that is Obi trying to not be caught. Hitboxes gets picked up off the ground. I'm not sure if that was an unbreakable or Obi making a play. Either way, both survivors are back in play. I doubt we'll see a full reset right now. We see the crows. We know there's a survivor over there somewhere. The question is, where is that survivor? Gonna try and kick this generator, just make sure that no one is working on it. I'm not sure if we saw a survivor over on that far gen. We do see scratch marks here at the killer shack though. Generator does have a decent amount of work on it. And we do see the survivors. I have to give it to them. They're playing their best. They're trying to get as many points as they can. Obi goes on the ground now. And this is going to be the pickup. I have to say, oh, this is hitboxes. This is not good. Could just be a couple blinks and then hitboxes is on the ground. We are across the map from where Obi is hooked. There's no hope for an unhook right now. And hitboxes, a very nice dead hard, manages to buy just a few more moments. Never had playing safe, doesn't want to go for any risky prediction blinks. Gonna wait until they spot the survivor. There's the blind onto Never Had. The chain blind, I might add. Very well played from Hitboxes. Hitboxes, I know the chase music isn't going right now, but this is a very nice chase so far. But unfortunately, it does have to come to an end. Eventually, Hitboxes goes down, unable to evade Never Had on the nurse any longer. And now we just wait for the survivors to die. We came into this talking about how both of the nurse players we're going to see Never Had and Hitboxes were probably up there for a number of awards at the end of the season. I think this performance definitely goes to show that. Never Had with a very nice 4K at three generators remaining, 2 generators completed. That is going to be a score of 4-28. A very dominant performance for Team 6. And if I'm thinking about OBOY right now, I'm just thinking, what's the plan for them? What are they going to do? Specifically Hitboxes. Although, given what we've seen of his nurse in the past, I still think it's anyone's game at this point. We've seen Hitbox's nurse, and we've seen that it's impressive. Who knows? It might be a 4K at 4 generators remaining somehow. But this is what I'm excited about. This is Coal Tower, or as Q would put it, the Comp Tower. So we should see another really good game, and we will have that for you right after the break. Hello everyone, and welcome to game 2 of round 2 of OBOY versus Team 6, and it's do or die for Hitboxes right now. And oh my, he took the gamble. He took the Devour Hope gamble. And we've got, I believe this is P1 on the Nancy, taking that first hit. Tried to use that flashlight to make it so Hitboxes couldn't get the hit. Does it once again. The nurse, as some newer players may not know, cannot blink if you shine a flashlight on her. And already that is the ruin gone. 1 totem down, 2 to go. You have Thrill of the Hunt. You have Thrill of the Hunt. Devour Hope is gone. 2 totems down. And 1 hook and... Excuse me. If you're hitboxes, you're regretting that gamble. I feel like I need to start telling teams to just don't bring Devour Hope. It never works. Ever. And it looks like that's going to be the case here, because once that corrupt intervention runs out, you're really playing with only 0 perks. Thrill the Hunt doesn't do much for you. And ooh, Never Had tried to hide in the corner, not quite enough though. Never Had gets the slug, doesn't go for the pickup just yet. Instead, it's trying to spread the pressure around. We had 2 survivors over here, V1 and Oyer. And hitboxes trying to do what they can. Oyer hits him with a little teabag, trying to get into his mind space, trying to make it so he isn't playing his best game. Never Had gets picked up off the ground in the meantime. And it looks like we are going to have... There's 1 generator done. And a dead hard from Oyer. Things are just falling apart from hitboxes. The build fell apart. And now this pressure. You had the slug onto Never Had, who is now full health. You would have been better off just hooking that survivor. Now Oyer going to be thrown on the hook as well. You are now perkless as a nurse. Not the worst thing in the world, but you definitely need to be putting out a lot of pressure, because if the survivors finish 2 more generators, this match is over for OBOY. And Oyer gets pulled off the hook, and we have another chase onto V1. This should be another very quick hit. A very nice long blink, and I think that was a 99 sprint burst, maybe, I'm not quite sure. But V1 manages to get away. Not from this set of blinks though. Hitboxes manages to get down onto V1, and this is going to be the second stage of that sacrifice for V1. The other survivors working on generators. One of them gets done. This one somewhat close to completion. I imagine another one is going to be popping relatively soon. Oyer taking another hit and probably another hook stage. Not going down quite yet. And ooh, gets the hit through the dead hard. Not what you wanted to see if you were Oyer, but that is definitely what you wanted if you were hitboxes. Waiting out the possibility of a decisive. Oyer was not unhooked that long ago. And now you have 2 stages on 2 survivors. But they're all still alive, which is currently going to be a big problem when you consider these survivors are trying to get this next generator done as soon as possible. We have Chobani getting chased now. This is the first time we've seen Chobani all game. Gonna take a very quick hit. I believe, yeah, that is going to be a balanced landing coming through, getting a little more distance, but the blind comes through. The firecracker very well placed. Oyer gets pulled off the hook. Hitboxes blinks a little bit too far. And hits the box to his left instead of the survivor. But Chobani can only do so much. Chobani goes down on the ground. Oyer gets healed up to full health. And I'm just wondering, when is this next generator getting done? Because it's got to be done soon. There's no 5 gen you can defend here. All of the gens are spread out. So when is this gen getting completed? That is the question. And right now, We have the deliverance from Chobani as well. And 6 have run away with this match. That is the 4th gen getting done. Oyer once again being the target of Hitbox's aggression. I mean, if you teabag, you might as well get tunneled. Dead Hard once again not being of any use. Hitbox is just waiting out the decisive. And no decisive for Oyer. I don't even know if Oyer had the decisive. But right now, I mean, like I said, 6 already have this in the bag, but we play it out anyway because that's what you do. You're playing for points, you're playing for stats, you're playing for whatever. You're playing to pad those stats. And there is still very much the possibility that there is a 4K for hitboxes. I wouldn't put it past. Ooh, a very nice flashlight to just stall. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough, and I'm wondering how much flashlight is left in that thing. It can't be that much. Never Had goes onto the ground, and V1 takes a questionable hit. Ooh, a nice attempt from Hitboxes, doesn't quite get it. And V1 can't have much flashlight left in that flashlight. Never Had and V1 both slugged on the ground. Chobani, however, has had free reign to do whatever they please for the past minute or so. And just like that, that is the last generator getting completed. No adrenaline on these survivors, unfortunately. It would have been very beneficial. Right now, Hitboxes just needs to find Chobani and get that hit, and it'll be a 4K. Question is, where did Chobani go? We know that Chobani has that balanced landing. Probably made a lot of distance. There's the scratch marks. Hitboxes didn't see the scratch mark. The scratch marks were on our left. There's the pickup onto Never Had. And I imagine the pickup onto V1 here very soon. Bonnie now getting chased. And looks like going to be a very quick down. I'm wondering, where is the chase music? I feel like there hasn't been chase music at all today. But Chobani is on the ground. We're looking for another survivor through the wall. Nice prediction as to where the survivor was going, but they just held W. So they got a lot of distance. Chobani gets picked up off the ground. And it was a shorter blink for Hitboxes. Never Had double backs. And double backs to their own doom. Hitboxes sees that door has all of those lights flashing and decides just to take the 2K. Very well played from the survivors of Team 6. And let me get that final score for you. With the final score of 26-41, it is going to be Team 6 coming home with the win here in this matchup, winning this in another 2-0. I don't really know what to say. It was a good match, a lot of fun to watch. OBOY played very well. 6 just played better. I don't know what else to say. It's like the way I'm seeing it right now. Obviously, we haven't seen them play against Eternal yet, but right now it looks to me that like 6 is in a tier of their own. They are in a tier of their own above everyone else right now. That's the way I see it, and this performance definitely goes to show. Both these teams, top teams coming into this. I believe they were, I don't know standing off the top of my head. I believe they were 1 or OBOY was 3rd and 6 was first coming into this. So both very good teams, and 6 just outclassed them.